Lesson is about rational or irrational. So let us differentiate rational and irrational. Rational is a real number that can be written as a fraction or as a ratio of two integers, while irrational is a real number that cannot be written as a simple fraction. Another, repeating decimals are also rational because these decimals can be expressed as fractions. So we have 1/3, which is equivalent to 0.33333 and so on. As you observe, the digit that keeps on repeating is 3. Next is 25/99. So from here, as you observe, the numbers that keep on repeating are 25. It means to say that as long as the decimals can be expressed as fractions, then it is rational. Next, non-repeating decimals. What do we mean by this? Well, say we have the square root of 2. As you observe from the given answer, the decimals does not repeat. Same with the square root of 11. The decimals does not repeat too, and therefore, these decimals cannot be expressed as fractions. And if these decimals cannot be expressed as fractions, then these are irrational. Another, terminating decimals. This has finite number of digits. When we say finite, we can still count the number of digits. Say we have 3/8, which is equivalent to 0.375. Since we can still count the number of digits, then it is terminating decimal. And since this decimal can be represented as fraction, then it is rational. Same with 21/50. So when you divide it, the answer will be 0.42. As you observe, the digits are still finite. Again, we can still count the number of digits. And since this decimal can be represented as fraction, then it is rational. How about non-terminating decimal? So, this has infinite number of digits that are non-repeating. So when we say infinite number, it has numbers that are limitless. And therefore, we cannot count the number of digits. Say for example, square root of 2. As you observe, it has ellipses, which means the number still continues. Same with the square root of 11. This is also infinite, and therefore, we cannot count the number of digits, which means these two are non-terminating decimals. And these non-terminating decimals cannot be represented as fractions, and since they cannot be represented as fractions, then they are irrational. So let us take a look with this. As you observe, rational numbers are not just fractions or decimals. It also includes natural numbers and whole numbers. Well, aside from that, it also includes integers. Integers are the positive and the negative numbers. Then, as you observe, we have here the fractions and the decimals. However, you need to know that these decimals should be or can be represented as fractions in order to be rational. Just like with the example in irrational number, as you observe, these are decimals too. However, this decimal cannot be represented as fraction, and therefore this is irrational. How about the square root of 10, square root of 2, square root of 3? So these numbers are non-perfect squares. When we say non-perfect squares, there are no factors that when multiplied to itself, the answer will be 10, or the answer will be 3, or the answer will be 2. And therefore, these are examples of irrational numbers. And same with the value of pi. And that's it. I hope you learned. Thank you.